Welcome, y'all. I finally got somebody on my podcast. This is my boy Calvin.
Yo.
I went to school with him. Bret Hart, Skyline. My man has been all over the place. He originally from Oakland. But I'll let him tell his story. But I just first want to say before we start this podcast, I want to say God bless, and I'm just thankful that we all had the opportunity to be here. Just very thankful at the end of the day. And my boy here wants to give a shout out to a specific person whose birthday it is. So I'll let him do that.
Brill, happy birthday, boy.
Jabril.
Yeah.
His birthday, but I heard he had an operation done today.
Yeah, he did. He got his teeth pulled today on his birthday.
Yeah, why would you get your teeth pulled out on your birthday? So
crazy.
Yeah, I just want to say happy birthday, Gabriel, if you're seeing this.
I love you, boy.
All right, so we're going to move on to today's podcast. So today I wanted to talk about suffering and hardship. So all my past podcasts has been, been emotional roller coaster. That's how I say it. Just been talking about a lot of emotional things, I guess. But so I just want to talk to Calvin and just get his little story. So I wanted to ask him, where he was born and raised. So I'll give him the stage.
Man, well, I'm born in Oakland all my life. Moved to, I want to say Vegas, and moved to Vegas in 05, I think. And then from there, came back to Oakland, and then went to Atlanta.
ATL.
And went to the ATL. That experience was hella cool because I lived in Alpharetta, Georgia, where it's
South.
basically all white.
Oh, you went to the... I didn't even know you.
All white, basically, barely blacks, but, me, I can adapt to any environment. That's one thing I learned about myself. I learned that I can adapt to any environment, no matter where I'm at. I can fit in. And in the beginning, like I said, it was new. You know what I'm saying? I come from Oakland, and then you go into a predominantly all white school. You oh, okay. So it was six black students in the whole school, basically.
Wow. I thought you was in school in Oakland the whole time. So you tasted that.
I tasted Vegas.
That's the best thing I've tasted in 9 years, Dr. Loco.
And I tasted Atlanta.
Wow.
And Atlanta, like I said, Atlanta was nice though. I loved it. We had a big house and all that. The yellow school, his school bus, the big buses like that. Usually when you see a yellow bus out here, you think special ed or something like that, right?
We all been on that yellow bus, and we all get made fun of being on that yellow bus too.
You think about special ed, but now back in there, that's how you get to school because it's in the suburbs. So you taking all the buses around the whole community and going to certain houses and blocks and all that, picking up kids, and you going to that school.
Interesting.
But living out there, boy.
Come on, bro. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game,
man.
Well, I'm happy you made it because I heard over there get a little rough.
It's just rough around there.
Especially trying to find identity in that is perfect with our topic and our conversation about going through hardship and suffering, because I feel like at that age, trying to grow up in in an area where you don't feel like you fit in, and you feel like you have to assimilate. That can be really difficult, and I just feel like you're a perfect person to put on the podcast today, so thank you for sharing that.
Yes, sir.
So my next question is, what type of kid were you growing up? We all had, stages, where we thought we were someone, and then we get older, we start changing our identities.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so just a little, who were you growing up, around that time when you were looking for yourself?
I feel like for me growing up, I was a mellow kid. I always stayed to myself. I love video games, though.
Video games.
My favorite game to play back in the day was Midnight Club.
Midnight Club Double Edition?
Double Edition remixes. I was on that tip. And I always had uncles and cousins who had they whips outside, real life scrapers and all that back in the day.
Oh man.
You sit on 26s, 28s, whatever it may be.
Interesting.
And I look at them alright, let me create my car in the game. I create my car in the game, and I look to them, they come in the house, I'm like, hey, look, before you leave, look at my car, you like it? I'm looking you like it? They okay, I see it. So seeing that made me happy a little bit.
Interesting.
Made me happy a little bit.
It's kind of like law of attraction, trying to visualize what you want. That's really crazy. So that's really interesting how you brought that up, because with identity and sometimes our identity can clash with culture, with our cultures around us, and we try to assimilate with who we look up to. When you're finding your identity, it's really hard for people because they try to look up to people, and we just have to look up to the right people sometimes. So I just wanted to bring that up. So thank you for sharing that, Calvin. My next question is, what is your God-given talent or your purpose? Because every person on this earth, I'm a strong believer that God has given us one thing that that's gonna make us shine. So do you think you found that?
I feel like I've been searching for it for a long time, but I always knew what it was.
Amen.
Ever since middle school. And I said middle school because in middle school I was in what was it? It was this class where it was conflict mediation.
Oh, yeah, Bret Hart, yeah.
I was in there from 7th grade to 8th grade. And I remember, like, in the beginning, I take it serious, you know, like, if it was a fight or any conflict, I got a class, and I helped, like, the 6th graders, 7th graders, even 8th graders. It's funny because the 8th graders get mad at me, but they don't get mad at me, like, I'm not going to talk to you, bro. Like, you're a little dude. Like, what?
The reason I'm laughing because I used to see that all the time. I used to see people fighting. I'm like, yo, they finna go into conflict mediation class, and then I'll be just walking, and I'll be seeing them sitting down at the table with the conflict mediator, and yeah, I really looked up to people. I swear I did not know that you was doing that.
And I was up in there. Wow. Yeah, I was up in there for like 2 years.
I give you that for that.
Yes, sir. That was cool though. And then when I graduated from Bret Hart, when I walked the stage, they gave me the little plaque, the Martin Luther King Jr. Award.
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias, muchas gracias.
And that's basically for like being like outstanding, like, you know, kind of like
being involved. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
And I was really with the students though, like everybody, like 6th graders, 7th graders, 8th graders. I was talking to everybody. And when I got to 8th grade, I feel like I was that dude because 8th months get fighting. I'm like, what's going on, bro? Like, what's the deal? Why y'all do this? And then I'm like, instead of fighting, y'all could talk about it. Y'all could just squash, leave it alone. You ain't got no hands because at the end of the day, bro, you're getting in trouble. Someone will get expelled. Too many issues, bro.
And sometimes it can be even more deadlier too. A lot of times, you know, it could be.
Believe me, I already know.
Oh man, that's really powerful that you bring that up. Just because I feel like when it comes to like conflict mediation, the person who's trying to bring peace, they usually can't really relate to the people who are going through, you know, that experience. So it's really interesting that he brings it up because, yeah, if we have people who can relate with the younger generation, I feel like the younger generation will make way better choices. So I just want to say thank you again for bringing that up. I just feel like that's a really
look up to you.
Yeah. So if anyone who's listening to this and has younger like siblings or who wants to be a role model, just
even back in the day, I told him before too. I think it was when I was 7th grade, you was in 8th grade. When I used to see you walk around school, do your thing, I'd be like, blood, like, I found you as a role model. I'm like, you feel like,
appreciate that.
I'm like, my boy, I'm like, he doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? He cool, he chilling, hella mellow. I'm like, bro, he a good dude. I'm like,
appreciate that, man.
Good dude. I'm like, I need people like that. But like, you know, you went on to high school, and then I was a big dog.
Everybody know I bite.
8th grade, Bret Hart, and you know, with my little squad, we was, you know, running to school, having fun, all that stuff. Bro, we just go to after school. You know, like I think it was the last days, bro. We went to Diamond Park. Brad had a big ass
Diamond Park.
That was the way.
Diamond Park used to be where everybody used to go, man. It used to be like Diamond Park was. We used to hang out at Bret Hart. You know, everybody had like their own little kick out. Like where you used to hang out at Bret Hart. I used to hang out at the lower courts. I don't know. You
so Bret Hart, we used to be in it was like the lower courts. I see you over there. I think I used to be everywhere, bro.
I was always hooping. You know what I'm saying?
What is the? Remember, I think it was my 6th grade year. They had like the snack bar by the bathrooms over there to look at the little
snack bar by the bathroom.
It's like you walk up the little ramp and then it's like.
I know you're talking about. You talking about where the office, kind of where the office was, right?
Yeah. Right there.
You saying over there? It's kind of like.
I was like, no, it's not in the office. It's like in the middle. It's like. Damn, I can't even explain it. But it's been too long.
It's kind of in the cuts though. So he was a little hidden. He was hiding from somebody. I don't know who he was hiding from, but I'm happy you're here today, man.
For real.
All right, let's go to the next conversation. Let's see. So pretty much we're gonna dive into our topic now. So again, thank you, Cap, for being here. I really appreciate everything you just said. It just has a lot of relevance to a lot going on. So I just want to get your perspective on something. So how do you see suffering, and how do you see like just hardship in general? Because I feel like people who are watching and just people in general, we're always going through a lot of hardship. So how do you see hardship in your life?
Hardship in my life is dealing with a lot of family hurt.
Got you.
Losing loved ones, you know, seeing a family trying to thrive and just being just different obstacles just playing a part in their life. And then I'm looking at it like, you know, like I ain't gonna, like I went to college but I didn't finish it, you know what I'm saying? I went like 2 years. I went to married Aunt Laney, you know what I'm saying? I did my little thing, but I didn't finish it because it was hella family stuff going on at the time with me. And I'm like, you know, I love my family always first.
Amen.
So I want to make sure they good before anything. You feel me? And then we had lost my uncle. You feel me? In 2019, him and my cousin to a car crash. And then from there, that was the hardest thing because even till to this day, bro, it's been like almost 5 years, if not 5 years, and the family still is in the shock. Like they still recover from it.
Hardship
and like
is hard.
they still trying to like understand what happened, and we trying to like move on, but. In reality, but I witnessed like the whole family downfall from that shit, and I'm trying to like I move out the way. I'm in Nevada now. I'm not.
Yeah, he left. He left the town.
I'm not in the town no more. I'm in Nevada now because the town ridiculous. Like if I come out out here, bro, I was depressed. I was sad. I was angry, and I had to watch my head on a swivel. Man, like I'm looking around, that's like that's not the way to live. I'm like I'm cool. So when I moved to Nevada, I'm like, you know what, bro, it's cool. I ain't nobody know me like that. I'm chilling. Wow. So I'm like, all right, that's really had to be done. Cause I feel like I would lose my mind out here, bro.
That hits home for me because all my podcasts I was talking about, just downfalls and just Oakland, the crime and just losing loved ones, and it's just it's hard. It's hard because you can see like a family doing really good, work so hard to be where they are in life, and then all of a sudden, just boom, all it takes is one death, And I'm sorry that your family had to go through that, but my condolences and
yes, sir.
Thank you for sharing that. All right, so my next question will be: some people see hardship and everything that we're describing as a misfortune, or they sometimes feel that it's like God is punishing them. So I just wanted to say that sometimes through such difficulties, we find ourselves. Sometimes we even come closer to our families, even though it seems that it crumbles our families. And I feel like God, He works in very mysterious ways. So I'm just really fortunate to just see hardship as a way to becoming our greatest versions, and I feel like the most detrimental thing you can do is as soon as something bad happens to you, you're gonna like lose your faith in God, and you're gonna start assuming that life is working against you.
He's not looking up for you. He's not there, or you're gonna start thinking a whole lot of things. It happens. I mean, for you to question God, I mean, like it's okay because we're human. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're human. You're human, so you're gonna question it no matter what. But you just gotta remember, like in the hard times, you're gonna always prevail. Amen. You're gonna always prevail through the hard times. You gotta keep the faith, and then just remember what you're fighting for. Amen. Keep that in the back of your head, your vision, what you want to do in the future, your whatever vision you have. Keep that in the back of your head, Amen. And I promise you, you're gonna push through whatever. Because even through the family, going through the family things I was going through, and still to a little bit, it's like I picture my future and what I want my future to be. Like I said,
Amen.
I picture the future.
It's like a canvas.
Yeah, I picture the future. And I got all these visions and all these things I want to do. And so I'm picturing that, and that's what keeps me going, to be honest with you.
I like that. So I feel like all of us can apply that into our life. No matter what's going on, just have that canvas in your mind and just picture what you want to see. And even if the people you wanted on that canvas is not here no more, just don't see like death as death, just because someone is dead. That's just my opinion. Like they're always gonna be here with us.
They always gonna be here with us no matter what. Like they're gone. They might they're not here with us physically, but spiritually and in our hearts they're right there.
Amen.
For sure. Because like I said, yes, it's hard to lose people. People lose people every day. They don't know how to take it in. They grieve. Everybody grieves differently.
Amen.
Everybody grieves differently. But at the end of the day, as long as you believe they in your heart, then remember the memories I had, and you apply, and then the teaching they teach you too. You apply that to your everyday life, and it's like they're living through you because they taught you this, because they've done it and they've seen it or whatever, and then apply it to your life, and you're like, man, like you do something like, man, I did it for, I did that for you. I did that for you.
Keyword apply. Yeah. A lot of times we have a lot of these tools and we know how to deal with certain situations, we just never apply them. And I don't want to say that it's our fault, it's just our environments and our experiences and our trauma really prevent us from finding the wisdom through everything. Yeah. So through this story, I found light. So I appreciate you sharing all that, Calvin. I really do. You don't understand. Like I feel like I've known you for a long time, but I feel like I know more about you. So it's just interesting. Over like at the end of the day, like always talk to your people. Like it shouldn't take a podcast to bring someone closer and like talk to someone. So like if you have someone who you find like close to you, let them know how much you appreciate them at the end of the day, So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I always try like reach up to people I went to school with, just to check on people. If I see you on Instagram or Facebook or whatever like that, but I see you
on the gram,
you feel me? I'd be like, if I got your number, I'd be like, you know what? It's been a minute. let me check on them because you never know how people are doing. Because I know when I was going through hardships like that, very random, like seldom people would check on me. You feel me? But I've always been a one that, like, you know what? No matter what, bro, I'm gonna reach out, make sure everybody good. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't give the same love back, I'm gonna give it out because that's how I am. Always gotta get hard.
Like,
always with my heart on my sleeve. That's a good thing and a bad thing. That's a good thing and a bad thing. Though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Amen,
but we'll get into another time into that.
I feel that.
But heart on my sleeve, bro. Always. I could enter and get a tattoo, but like, bro,
heart on my sleeve.
You feel me? Like,
didn't Rodway say that?
I think
I
he
wear
did.
my
He
heart
did.
on my
He
sleeve.
did.
So I do want to say one thing that he did bring up. He was one of those people who checked up on me when I was going through a lot, like about a month, 2 months ago. Yeah, just something recently like happened, and you know, like I wasn't like down like on my luck very bad. It wasn't like very depressed, but it was just all it took was for him to hit me up. I swear, like he just hit me up and was like, "Yo, fam, like what's up, man?" And I swear, like just something as simple as "What's up?"
What's up?
can really like just change somebody's mood. So so just because you brought that up, I was like, might as well throw that in there. So it's true what he says, that you know your voice can really change the outcome. It can really change someone's day. So
even add on to that, even today, like I had like some family little things, like you know, like yesterday and like a little earlier today, and my mood wasn't there. Like every time I come to Oakland, I get in this weird vibe mood I don't like, cause like I don't like being out here like that.
I feel it.
Cause like it's too much. Like it's too much trauma. It's too much.
It's like something in the air or
It's just
something.
something in the air. Like it irks you. But when you text me and I thought about it, I said, "We're gonna come on here. You know, we're gonna do
Come
this."
on this podcast.
And then
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I was gonna ready to leave. Go back to Nevada. I'm like, I was gonna go up there. I'm like, you know what? You hit my phone. I'm like, you know what? Let's do this.
Let's
And
do
as we start texting, I start getting my energy, start getting back. Like, you know what, bro?
Hey,
Like,
that's what's
I
up.
said I was gonna do this. So you know what? We're gonna
Let's
do
do
it. And then my energy got more up. I'm
Just
like, you know
do
what?
it.
I'm ready now.
Let's
Like,
do
I'm
it.
ready now, boy.
It's like a funny because as soon as I started this YouTube channel, like I told him I wanted to have him on here. So, man, I'm gonna end the podcast right now. Just feel like my camera might overheat. You know, shooting 4K quality is crazy. You only get like 20 minutes of film before you got to cut it off.
We're gonna get back right now.
Yeah, but I do want to have him back on here. But you know, I'm gonna be throwing his Instagram and stuff on here. So please give my boy a follow. He wants to be a therapist. So pretty soon he gonna
Most
be
likely,
he gonna be a verified therapist. So I just want to say thank you again, Calvin.
Yes, sir.
If your family is listening, I just say my condolences, and I hope that you guys will be able to overcome whatever happens. May God make it stronger.
Yes, sir.
So thank y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast, and happy birthday again, Jabril.
Bro, happy birthday, boy.
I hope your teeth they heal properly. All right, but have a good one, man. Bye, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Dad said I couldn't be a mermaid.